Hey y'all, it's Michelle and welcome to Beauty by Michelle. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial for you guys on this makeup look I have on right now. It's that sweet in between, not too simple, not too dramatic, just hitting the mark. So if you're looking for a makeup look that you can really apply to any outfit, any color you're wearing, something really pretty that's a neutral, this is a perfect option for you. So it is a little bit more of a glam because you do have some shimmer in your eyes, but it's nothing over the top. So you can still wear it to, like, whether it's a simple gathering or whether it's a night out. So stay tuned for the makeup tutorial. I'm going to be moisturizing my face. You can use any moisturizer you like. I'm going to do my eyebrows, and before you do anything on your face, you want to make sure that you do this before any other step because it's a brow gel and it will get messy once you have foundation on your face or any eye makeup on your face. So start with this step. This is the Brow Freeze by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is their brush. It's brush number 12. I'm going to be using the comb end of this. You're only going to apply a very little amount to your brush and then build because this gets sticky very quickly. So now that our brows are really frozen, what we're gonna do is just take the brush and slightly sweep across near like the top of where we combed. That way the hairs are still standing, but they're not quite as dramatic. I'm gonna take the NYX shade Espresso eyebrow pencil and just pencil in the areas that I'd like to fill. Next, I'm going to be using the Born This Way Concealer by Too Faced in shade Vanilla, and I'm going to be blending it out with a beauty blender. Now the reason I added the concealer and blended it out on top of my eyelid is that it's going to serve as a base for my eyeshadows. It's really going to hold everything and lock it into place. So now what I'm going to do is use the setting powder by Laura Mercier and just set the top of my eyelid. That way all the eyeshadows come and stick onto my eye perfectly and stay for a long time. I just want to mention that this step is essential, especially if you want to avoid any creasing. So a lot of times we put concealer on our eyes, and right here you can see like a nice little nasty crease, and this will prevent that from happening if you use the translucent setting powder. Translucent just means pretty much clear. It looks like it's a little white, but when you apply it, it's very clear. It just blends into your skin tone. So just applying that right here will prevent you from creasing as you work and do your eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Collection palette. It's volume number 4. Now that I've used the shade D1 as the base of my eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with the NYX Glitter Goals liquid eyeshadow, and this is called Polished Pin Up. That's the color. It's a nice champagne color. It's a little more shimmery than it is glittery, which is what I really like. I'm not crazy about glitter. So I'm going to be showing you guys a trick on how to use this in another eyeshadow to give you guys a really full makeup look without putting in much effort. This is what the liquid eyeshadow looks like. It's nice and flat, so you can go ahead and just apply it on with the applicator. And I am just going to do the first half of my eye. So I'm just starting off right here, and as you guys can see, it's actually pretty pigmented, which is really nice because it's hard to find eyeshadows that are really pigmented, and it's just easier when you have a cream, especially if you're a beginner. For my beginners out there, this is going to be perfect for you because it's really low effort. So all you've got to do is cover about half of your eyelid in this and go slightly above your crease. So slightly above where your eye crease is. So you're going to go from here to here. So that way when you have your eyes open, you can still see the glitter. So what I'm going to do now is go in with this shade A5 in the corner. It's a nice shimmery champagne color just like we have on our eye already, but all I'm going to do is actually use this powder eyeshadow to go ahead and set this glitter. Now I'm going to go in with shade D5 and apply it to the outer parts of my eye and blend it into where we have the glitter. I'm not going to worry about blending it out right now because after we apply the third color, then we can blend the entire look together in one sweep. So right now I'm going to go ahead and apply the third color. This is actually from a different palette. It's from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette of Modern Renaissance. And the color I'm going to be using is Cypress Umber, but any dark brown, this shade will really work for you. Now before we blend everything together, this step is totally optional, but what I love to do is go back in with the Glitter Goals eyeshadow that we first used and just highlight those shiny areas and almost make it look like a cut crease. All you have to do is go slightly over where your crease is, and just applying this again will really give it that oomph that it needs, that extra sparkle, and it will give you a cut crease look without having to try too hard. The applicator is actually perfect. You don't need to use like a brush or anything, literally. The applicator shape is perfect for you to be able to literally just draw half a rainbow here. So here you go. Now I'm going to take the Essential Crease Brush by Real Techniques and just blend the entire look out. It has no eyeshadow on it. I'm going to be applying the NYX liquid eyeliner in black. Now I'm going to be using 3 products of my own by Beauty by Michelle, but these are actually not out yet. So these are coming soon, you guys. Here's a little sneak peek. I've got lashes. These are Sassy. They're vegan faux mink lashes. I am actually obsessed with this pair because I'm honestly really excited about all of them, but this one specifically too because it gives you like a nice little flare, especially if you have thick lashes. It's a perfect option. This is what it looks like. And then I'm like so excited about the packaging itself. And then I'm also coming out with a lash glue. So this one is black. I do have white like that dries on clear as well, but this one is the black one I'm going to be using today. And lastly, I'm going to be using Lash Tools by Beauty by Michelle. In this little lash kit, you have tweezers, scissors, and an eyelash applicator that I'll be using to apply these lashes. You guys are gonna love this lash glue because honestly it's so strong, and I'm so tired of lash glues that literally just don't stick on and you've got like the corners coming off. But with this lash glue, that's not gonna happen. So after you actually apply it, you're gonna wait 30 seconds to let it dry and get very sticky. Make sure you give it that 30-second mark so it works perfectly for you. And in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is just look at these lashes and see if I wanna trim them. Depending on the length of your eye, you can choose to trim them if you'd like. This is what it looks like, and I'm just going to take off the very corners where there's no hair. Essentially there's like a tiny bit of that, so I'm just going to remove that piece and that's it. I'm going to keep the entire length of the lash, and now what I'm going to do, now that looks, I think it's been about 30 seconds, is I'm going to take the eyelash applicator, and I'm going to have to use this tweezers too, but to start with the eyelash applicator, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the lashes. So it's going to look like this. Okay, you've grabbed the lashes, and you're going to kind of map out where this goes exactly. I'm going to hold up a mirror, but I typically like to start towards the end because I know where the end is going to be, and I just sort of place them on top, but not really get them on real good because the tweezers are what I use for that step. I feel like it's much easier to use tweezers, especially towards the front of your eye, to make sure that it stays there. So I'm going to take out the third lash tool, which is the tweezer, and I'm going to grab the end of my lash and I'm going to stick it to the glue and hold it and press it down. And I'm gonna do that for the entire lash. You guys are not ready for this lash glue. It's so amazing. I'm using the Peach Corrector by LA Girl. Now I'm going to apply the MAC Studio Fix foundation in shade NC25 all over my face. Next, I'm going to apply my Fenty Beauty bronzer in shade Island Ting. I like using Island Ting because that shade really gives you a nice like sun-kissed look, but if you want something a little bit more dramatic, you can pack on another bronzer on top because this will give you a nice warm look, and then the bronzer will give you more definition. So the next shade I'm going to be going in with for bronzers is the NYX shade Medium, and again, this step is totally optional. If you just want to look very sun-kissed and warm, that's perfect for you, but if you want more of a deep, intense bronze, you can go in with another bronzer. I'm going to use the same brush I was using before and just pack on closer to the end of my cheek so I can get that good definition. Now I'm going in with blush, and I'm going to be using the Spiced Cinnamon palette by Cover FX. I'm going to use this Sheen shade. I actually am a huge fan of this one. I also love this. This is perfect for nighttime, and this is actually perfect for daytime. So I'm going to go in with the Sheen look. You guys, so I'm going to go in with a lipstick called Azalea. For those of you who have purchased lipsticks from me before, I'm sure you've tried this by now, and if you haven't, don't be sleeping on this one because this is literally everyone's favorite shade out of all 10 shades that have been launched so far. It's a nice mauve shade. It's something between like a brown and a pink kind of blended together, so I think it looks really good on like olive skin tones, on deeper skin tones, and honestly, to be honest, even on lighter skin tones. It kind of works for everybody really well, but especially for women of color, this is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and apply it just with the applicator that comes with the lipstick. Okay, so for the final touches, what I like to do is sometimes add an eyeliner in my waterline and touch up with highlighter. So I think at this step, I want to actually add a black eyeliner in my waterline. I think it'll give it a nice finished dramatic look. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And if you'd like to open up your eyes more, you can use white instead of black. Black makes your eyes look longer, and white makes your eyes look bigger. So this one here, as you guys can see, gives me a more almond shape because my eyes are already round. So that's why I like using black. But I do alternate sometimes, and instead of using white, I actually use peach. I think it looks better on women of color than white does because white can be very harsh. This is the Ofra highlighter in Bali. Thank you guys for watching. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.